Okay, so I'm gonna get my makeup on and get ready for the night, but I've decided to kind of take a more intimate approach to my documentary. A lot of what we do is extremely mysterious. And we come up with these things and then people are like, I don't understand it, because they don't see the inception of the invention of an idea, how that comes to become something actual. All they see is the end result of something that is almost overwhelming for people. So these 1,300 clips that I had created were absolutely amazing. I mean, everything that I talked about, I went out and proved. Everything that I had prophesized, I showed visually. And for all that stuff to be gone, I had no idea that Facebook was going to start falling stuff off, because those videos had been there for 2 years, 3 years, and so now it says that my links are gone or expired. And I wish there was a way I could wring Zuckerberg's neck, because I wish I would have known. I should have posted everything to YouTube first. It would have filtered over to Facebook, but I wasn't ready for the whole world to see what I was doing yet. And Facebook was consolidated to just these videos that nobody watched because they were so long. Anyway, so tonight what I'm going to work on, so that I can just exhale it all and purge it all, I'm going to address the issue of the first miracle, or what people claim is the first miracle that was documented about Jesus turning water into wine. I made a whole long, like 8 or 9 minute segment on it, talked about chemical composition, talked about dilution of fluids and how he was able to do what he did. And I got that information in October of 2005. Mary told me a bunch of stuff. Jesus showed me a bunch of stuff, and I had to go through and suffer and go through pain of not sleeping and going into hospitals and losing jobs and having this life of, yeah, I'm on the perfect track. And, you know, I had the American dream, dude. I had it in my hands. I had a house, a home office, a kick-ass job, a Nissan 300ZX. My ex-fiance had an Acura NSX. We had a hot tub, slot machines, tanning beds. I mean, you know, just stuff. And now I live very modestly, and it's not going to be like that forever, because my day of fame is just it's going to happen. So anyway, what I do a lot of the times, because I don't have a big expo board, I write really, really fast. Sometimes I write mathematical formulas. Sometimes I take the lyrics of one song, link it to another, and create a poem or a piece or a line in a movie. And I do all of this on the front bay windows that I have. Sometimes I take pictures of those formulas, write them down into a logbook. I have scads and scads and scads of books with people's names who have really fucked up with me. And, you know, that's what I do. If you don't understand your namesake, you know, it's just sad to me that there's so many people in this world that they live their whole life not even understanding why they're here. They don't understand their purpose. They don't understand a purpose-driven life. And with a lot of people, they just don't care. And to me, those are individuals who have this physical carcass, but there's nothing inside. They're just hollowed out spirits. And I refer to those people, as many understand the term, walking dead. These are people that don't have an ounce of angelicness. And my neighbor Michael has been really awesome since I moved in here. There have been times I've had to crank music. There was a time when I busted a bunch of china, like how they do in other countries, to relieve stress. And there were a lot of weird things I had to do to get myself in the hospitals to minister. That is how Jesus got himself on the cross. He's the one that made that decision that I've done everything I can do. Did he want it to be that way? No. Did he ask for it to be fulfilled in other ways? Yeah. Did God have to turn away from my brother when he was hanging there, dying? He did. And I take severe umbrage with that. I do not understand why Father God, and I don't want to hear it from anybody else's mouths, because people could sit there and watch The Passion of the Christ 2 while eating popcorn and drinking a soda. And to me, that's sick. I never wanted to watch The Passion of the Christ. And so my friend James came down from Seattle. I took a bunch of sedatives, turned the volume way down, looked away for most of the movie, and after it was over, I puked, and I decided that I wanted to do Passion of the Christ 2. The movie about Jesus and the resurrection that is family friendly. And I have realized recently that I am the Passion of the Christ 2. So I don't need to run after Gibson, and I don't need to try to get in touch with Steven Spielberg, and I don't need to write to James Cameron, and I don't need to seek Ron Howard, and and Spike Lee's, and all of those people that do what they do. Tom Shadyac. They'll find me. And it's a pretty good find. So anyway, tonight I take you inside my little abode and my home office and everything, and maybe tonight I'll take you out in the studio. So I'm going to get this thing rolling. Aight, peace.